Cobra Commander better watch his back. Serpentor is here. Prepare for launch. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Lunafigs, coming to you once again from the Nerd Den, located high atop Luna Base. And today, we are taking a closer look at G.I. Joe Classified Serpentor with Air Chariot. This is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. Ordered it the day it launched, as soon as it launched, and it just arrived, and I am very, very excited. I had the Serpentor and Air Chariot from the original line back when I was a kid. It was one of my favorite toys. Unfortunately, I don't have that anymore, but fell victim to yard sales of my youth. But yeah, I'm very excited to take a look at this. Awesome packaging, very big box. There's the artwork there. That is very cool. Number 57. There's all the stats there. And it looks like he is maxed out on all his stats. I've got cool artwork on the back. Very intense bit of artwork there. So yeah, very, very cool. There's the top of the box for you. And the bottom, in case you care about any of that. All right, I'm going to cut into this. I think I'm actually going to let you see me cut it open, because I believe the presentation is pretty neat. So let's see what the packaging looks like once we get it open. Got this little sleeve. We're going to pull it off. Oh, that's cool. So got the Cobra logo that's doubling as a strand of DNA. And as you know, Serpentor is created from the DNA of some of the greatest leaders in history. Probably the evil leaders in history. We got some little doors. Let's swing those open. Oh, and there he is. He's a big old beefy figure. We got his staff and a sword. Oh, and his snake spear. Couldn't tell what that was in the camera. And then over here, got a picture of the Air Chariot. There's his hood. Let's see, what is this? It's like all the I think that's part of his head, maybe headpiece. I don't know what that is. But anyways, so that's the presentation when you first open it. Very, very nice presentation. I almost hate opening up this box, but it has to be done. All right, let's get into the meat of this thing. All right, I got Serpentor out of the box. It's a lot of packaging, a lot of unboxing to do. Cool box. Had a few accessories come in this little bag right here. I'll get to those in a minute. Kind of strange. I don't know if you can see it, but this artwork here is mirrored on the inside of the box. Not sure why they've decided to do that, because you can't really see it. I guess you could cut this out and make a diorama out of it. So yeah, it's nice that they included it. Don't know that it was necessary, but it's there. But let us now take a look at Serpentor. And I've been playing with him for a minute, and this is a cool figure. There he is. Oh yeah. That's a big beefy piece of plastic right there. It is very nice looking. We'll go over articulation. First thing to notice, the head basically has no articulation. in this configuration. I will get to that here in a second with some of the accessories. Shoulder comes out as you would expect. Rotates around, no problem. Rotates at the bicep. Double jointed elbows. Got a beefy bicep there, so doesn't get much more than 90 degrees, but does get a decent bend. Got a trigger figure hand. Goes side to side. And this one, left hand is also side to side. It has a hole right here for some of his accessories. I'll show you that in a minute as well. As far as bending back, goes back that far, bends forward that far. So nothing special, but good enough, I guess. Has the standard G.I. Joe drop down waist and everything, the legs. Has a cut at the thigh, which does break up this little detail right here, but not that big a deal. At least the armor on the front stays unbroken. Double jointed knees. It's pretty decent. Doesn't go all the way, but goes good enough. Kicks forward very nicely. Backwards, not super far. Out to the side, very impressive. Double jointed knee, I've already shown you that. Let's see, has another cut at the calf there. Then his foot kicks down like that very nicely. Kicks forward, not much. And then pivot on the ankle. Just a great looking finish on this thing. That green is nice, kind of a matte green. That really shiny gold here on the center section. And it's a duller gold on the rest of them. The snake armor on his head, very cool. And this cape, very nice cloth goods cape, just plain there, but then you go around to the back and it actually has this scaly texture on it, and you can actually feel the texture. So that is very cool. Now let's take a look at accessories. He comes with a sword, nice sword there. Has a little cobra on the hilt. We have his snake spear. If you've seen G.I. Joe the movie, you know what he does with that. We have his cobra staff, and this pops off. I discovered that the hard way as I was getting it out of the package. I was pulling it out and this little thing went flying, but luckily no damage done. He comes with a cobra, all coiled up and ready to strike. And then he comes with these two claw attachments. And I showed you that spot on his arm. And he's just plug in there. You can plug it in where it's retracted, or you can pop that one off and pop on where he is ready to attack. So that is cool. And then one other, I mentioned the head articulation. That was what I was going to show you. You can pop this off. He doesn't have a head anymore. Then you can pop this on. It comes with this alternate hood. Pop that on. And then another top of his snake head. And pop that on. And now you have head articulation. Very nicely. Turns left, right, up, down. Plenty of articulation now. So yeah, it's nice that they added that. A little size comparison. Yeah, the static head, a little more flair to it. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the detached one. I think it's more close to the vintage one, I think. I'm trying to remember how much articulation the vintage figure had. But anyways, I'm going to go with the articulated one. That one's cool looking, but I like this one better. Then, of course, the biggest accessory is the Sky Chariot. And this is one cool looking vehicle. Very, very neat. Very impressed by this thing. Love the gold plastic it's molded in. Got these fins back here. Got a little turbine that actually spins. Don't know if you can see that. But trust me, it spins. For what it's worth. Have these two gun turrets on here. Little bullets feed right there. You got your handlebars. Then you got the snake and the mouth opens. He's got a little gun in there. Then if you reach up in there, maybe we'll use the sword, which I couldn't find. Go up in there. These little fangs pop down. So yeah, that is very cool, very intimidating. Hate to be a Joe and see this thing coming swooping in at you. And I got landing gear on the bottom here. And that supports it nicely so you can sit it down. One thing that I wish they had done, I wish there was some sort of flight stand, or at least a hole down here for the option of a flight stand. So that is one thing I really wish they had done. It would have been really nice in the display to be able to have this kind of floating above all your other figures. That would have been very cool. So flight stand would have been really nice. But that is the figure and all the accessories. I'm gonna kind of pose them up on here and I'll give you my final thoughts. Just thought of one other thing before I pose him up. I mentioned how big he is. I want to do a little size comparison. Here he is next to Cobra Commander. Yeah, they are side by side right there. So that tells you how big a guy this is. Even got my Amazon exclusive roadblock over here. Even he is short next to Serpentor. So yeah, the scale on this guy is massive. So he is a big figure. Now I'm going to put him on the air chariot and we'll check him out. Okay, we've got Serpentor all mounted up on the air chariot. And there he is. Oh boy, look at that thing. That is so cool. This thing's going to take up quite a bit of shelf space. I'm going to have to do some rearranging to get this into the display, but it is well worth it. Oh, check that out. Got the foot pegs on there, so he pegs on nicely. He's not going anywhere. Hand fits in on the handlebar very nicely. Got his big staff in his hand. Got a retracted claw on there. This is such a cool toy. These little guns, they pivot, move up and down. And as I pointed out, this opens up. Got the little fangs there. And it's hard to see, but there is a gun in there. Can you see that? Let me move it over here. Yeah, I promise you there's a gun in there. And it kind of maneuvers up and down as well. Get your finger in there and kind of pull it down. There we go. So yeah, there's the gun. Yeah, very, very cool. As I said, as far as I know, this is just a Pulse exclusive. I imagine they might do a just Serpentor standalone figure sometime in the future. I guess the Chariot is just going to be this exclusive. Who knows? I don't know what their plans are. They might release it in a wide release someday down the road. Maybe do a vintage version. I don't know. I don't know what their plans are. But it is very, very cool. I recommend picking this up if you can. It's expensive. This was 80 bucks. Then shipping and taxes. I want to say when it was all said and done, it was just under $100 for this. But as soon as they announced it, I was like, I don't care what it costs, I'm getting it, because this was one of my favorite toys as a kid, and it had to be in my collection today. But yeah. So if you pick this up, let me know what you think of yours, because I'm very pleased with it. But the only complaint I have is no flight stand. If it had the flight stand, it would be the perfect toy. But that is going to do it for this closer look. If you're new here, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, hit the like button. Really helps me out trying to grow the channel. Trying to build a community here. Love talking about toys. Love showing off my collection. Love showing off toy hunts. Sharing what I find while I'm out there in the stores. That way you can see what's in my area. That way it'll help you out. Maybe you'll see something that you're looking for. But that is going to do it for today. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time around.